Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we're going to give some Tron updates, what's been happening in the market overnight, and overnight to be honest. And I'm going to check the sound on this as well. A lot of people complaining about the sound on this and the volume. So I'm just going to check that just now. If you can bear with me a wee second. I'll just look here. And just before anybody comes on, just do a sound check. Right, two are we on? Okay. Just bear with me a second, folks. Than morning mate. I've got H8K Lassie in the house as well, which is brilliant. Okay, so let me know if you're in just now, Than and HK Lassie. Let me know if the sound is okay on this. Sound pretty clear to me. Good, because I managed to kind of turn the volume up, which is good. That's from Patty. Is it Pate? Pate, is that how you pronounce it? MN is in the house as well. Hello to you. Okay, so we'll dive over and see what's happening in the kind of marketplace just now. A bit of a shit night last night, wasn't it? With regards to the whole crypto and Bitcoin going down in price. So Bitcoin is currently at 7,123 or 7,143, so it's gone up. It did get to as low as $6,666.66 last night when I was in bed, and I got stopped out of Tron again. So I've been stopped out a couple of times. So overnight, or over the last day, I've lost about 1.2 Bitcoin worth of Tron, which is a pain in the tits to be honest, but I'm still up overall for the month of about 3 Bitcoin for Tron. So what's happening in the marketplace? Bitcoin was down big time. It's since come back up about $600, which is good. Can it stay up there? I don't know. Coming in for the weekend. Traditionally the weekend is a time for the markets to go down. What's the overall market cap at? 268 billion. So it's lost. It was down to about 252 billion. So it lost $30 billion kind of overnight at one point, but it's coming back up again. Bitcoin dominance is 45.1%, round about the same as yesterday. Who's the winners in the market today? Ontology is still doing brilliant. Ontology is doing fantastic. Kin is doing well. Bytum, Enigma, Status, EOS as well. EOS is kind of up, and GX chain has just come up as well. So there's about 7% in the green of the top 100, which is shite to be honest. Who's the biggest losers? Mithril, that was the biggest riser for the last couple of days. PivX has lost 17%. Syscoin is down. Salt, which I hold. Nightmare Ogre. Digibyte, which I hold as well. Ethos, which I hold. 0x. Nano, Arc, Maker, Factum, Digix Deal, Electronium, Basic Attention Token. So there's a lot of them in the double figures loss overnight as well. So not a good thing, but a lot of people are believing that this kind of is the last drop before we kind of go up big time. And a lot of people are believing that just now, and a lot of people kind of predicted it. But a lot of people predicted a rise as well, so you can't really look at predictions. You just have to kind of look at the market day by day and see what's happening. But we're up just now. We'll just have a look at the charts. So saying Bitcoin is up to 7,219 at the moment, so it's jumping up again. Where is Tron? Tron is up to 633 at the moment, 633 Satoshi. Has been as high as 674 yesterday, went down to as low as 563. I got stopped out at 609, so before I went to bed I put a stop loss on at 609, so I got a 608 it was, so I got stopped out. So over the last couple of days I've lost about 1.2 Bitcoin worth, but overall, which is not a bad thing. So I'm back in Tron. So the question I asked myself when I was in Tron, I thought, when I got back into Tron this morning, I kind of seen a price point to get back in, and it's round about the price point that it is just now actually. The question I asked myself, would I be happy holding 1.5 million coins, because I've went down about 200,000 Tron because of the loss? would I be happy holding 1.5 million Tron for the long term? So that was a question I asked myself this morning. I said, yeah, I would be happy holding because of the mainnet launch coming out, testnet launch. If I'm being honest now, we'll look at the market maker, what they've been doing. If I'm being honest now, I think after the testnet launch, it might go down. Again, that's just my thinking. But if it does, I'm happy to hold. That was my question. You have to kind of think about that. And when you're day trading as well, if you're stuck with a bag of coins, you've got to ask yourself, okay, what's the prospects for the long term for this coin? If there's no prospects in the long term, then it would be pretty shit if you're holding a bag of coins and you don't think it's got any prospects for the long term. That's why Tron is so good for day trading as well, because if you're stuck, if it suddenly goes down like it did last night, a lot of people kind of might have thought, oh shit, what am I going to do? If they didn't have a stop loss on, then would you be happy holding? Hopefully the answer for you is yes. So for me it was yes this morning. That's why I got back in and thought, okay, if the worst happens at the weekend and Bitcoin goes shooting down in price to about $6,000, we kind of spoke about that yesterday, it might go down to 6,000. If the worst happened, then you're holding a bag of coins. You might be down 200 Satoshi or something like that, but in the long term, is it going to go up? I think so with Tron. I think it's a really good coin. They've got a really good team, so I'm happy holding. So if it goes down, that's it. It doesn't matter. You just hold it for longer than you thought that you might do, instead of kind of day trading it. Who have we got in just now? I'll just look at some of the comments just now. The sound is all good. Yes, good. The sound is good. August is saying, I bought Tron at 655 sats and massive drop since then, hoping to go back tomorrow. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. It's up at 636 just now, so we can't predict what's going to happen. It just depends on this Bitcoin price. But Bitcoin is kind of shooting back up from 666 up to 7, so it's jumped massively. What is the kind of price percentage on that? It's jumped 10% over the last few hours, which is pretty amazing actually. So is this the start of a big rise? If it's a big rise for Bitcoin, we can see another rise for Tron as well, but we just don't know. And these markets are really hard to predict. On the hourly chart, Bitcoin is not looking good, although it's just starting to make an upturn. But on the hourly chart, there's no crossovers there if we were trading that. On the daily chart, where's it looking on the daily chart? It's not looking good in the daily chart as well. It's below the kind of 100 day moving average. 7 days cross the 25 day on the downward slope as well. So it doesn't look good for Bitcoin on the charts, certainly. But could this be the start of an upturn? We don't know. We don't know. This could be a kind of bounce before the weekend and it goes back down again. But we have to be kind of realistic, and when we're day trading the likes of Tron, again, just ask that question, okay, how would I feel if I was to have to hold Tron for the long term? I think everybody would admit Tron is a good buy for the long term. So I would definitely say that as well. What else have we got in? Sean Demicolli is saying, can't pick the market, mate. Yeah, it's really difficult just now, extremely difficult because it's so volatile at the moment. Crypto Dread, Florida in here, what's going on, man? I lost some Tron today. Yeah, I've lost 200 and odd thousand Tron in the markets overnight, but I'm up kind of big time as well. But that's the thing with day trading, you're going to get some losses, not a lot of losses hopefully. You're going to get some losses and you're going to get hopefully more wins than losses, and that's really what you're looking for when you're day trading. Dennis Daniel, 6,626 Bitcoin was the bottom. Wow. 6,626. It's not got that here on here, but if that was the bottom, it's kind of jumped up massively now. Than agreed the price will drop in the next several days. I sold Tron and we'll get back in next week after the drop. Yeah, I think it might drop. It might drop. We'll see what happens today with the action. Obviously, the testnet is coming out tomorrow, which is good. So testnet coming out tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. And the market maker, let's jump over to the market maker just now, see what he's doing, or she's doing. Not sold off that many, to be honest, since yesterday. I think another 50 or 60 million since yesterday. So they've still got 634 million coins at the moment. So I was kind of hoping that would all be cleared by the 31st. And Tron, I think we've only got about 14 hours until Tron is coming out with the testnet. What we've got, we'll just look at the website just now. How many hours? One day we've got 24. Ah yeah, one day. So it's a full day we've got as well. 1 day, 1 hour and 5 minutes. And so that'll be coming out soon. Have they pushed that back? 31st of March. Yeah, no, they've not. They've not pushed it back. So that's fine. So it's coming out tomorrow. My guess, and this is just complete speculation, is they're going to come out not just with the testnet, but I think they're going to announce something as well. They might announce something with the launch of the testnet as well. Now everybody's talking about coin burn. I've spoke about the coin burn before. They're not going to do a traditional coin burn where they'll say, okay, we're going to burn 10% of our coins, which would be 10 billion. They're not going to do that. However, that might change. That might change. It's going to be a transactional coin burn, but I just think they're going to announce something with this testnet launch as well. It might be that they don't. They just launch the kind of testnet and that's it. But I think Justin Sun's good at marketing, so I would imagine they'll have something up their sleeve for tomorrow as well. AKO, the builder, nice to catch you live. Thanks for the streams, very good info for someone new to the scene. Brilliant. Brilliant. We've also got as well, and I have to do a disclaimer, I always forget to do a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my biased opinion on Tron and any other coin I speak about as well. I usually hold them, so this is my biased opinion. I'm not your dad. Put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, and do your own research and make your own decisions as well. I have to do that for kind of YouTube. So that is my disclaimer. I was going to say something else there. Yeah, if you're a beginner in crypto, we've now got a Facebook group at facebook.com/crypto for beginners. So we've got a Facebook group. I've literally just started it. We've not a lot of content in there as well, but if you're a beginner in crypto as well, we've now got the Facebook group for you as well, and I'll be putting more content in there as well over the coming weeks. A lot of people have kind of asked for a central kind of hub, so we've created that. We've only got about 12 people in or something because I've recently just started this channel. And we've also got if you're a complete beginner as well in crypto, we've got the course at CYT-Crypto.com as well. If you're a complete beginner, if you're into kind of crypto already, obviously it's not going to be for you, but with that course I'm going to be doing trading strategies as well. So trading on the hourly chart, I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to do dollar cost averaging as well. So it gives you the complete kind of beginner kind of course if you're a beginner there as well. I think that might be quite good for you. I'll just see, Dennis down, yes, both going up. Yep, Tron and Bitcoin's going up, which is good. 631 for Tron, 6195. So it's kind of fluctuating, but it's jumped up massively. So we can see a slight dip before it goes back up again, or we might just see a massive kind of dip for the weekend as well. Amen. Shame you're breaking up regularly, or maybe it's just my connection. Is this connection, is everybody else breaking up? I'll just see if this, what the connection's like. Connection's good. Is the connection good for the live stream? Yeah, the stream health is live, so it might be yours. Amen. Not amen. Yes, it's me breaking. So I'm breaking up, that's not good. Amen. Yes, many thanks. It's him breaking down, Daniel. Paul John, what's your name? Stephen Aitchison. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Crypto Dread. Yes, mine is freezing up too. I thought it was my connection. Ah, shit, that's not so good. What's the health like? It says the stream health is okay. We're okay here. We're good to go there as well. I don't know what's happening there. Paul Jones, you do understand that bots are doing all the trading? Yeah, of course, there's bots and they're kind of trading in every coin. And you can see that when you put kind of a big kind of trade in, as soon as you put a big trade in, the bots will kind of go up and go one Satoshi above you as well. Scottish Bull, morning mate. When is this bear market going to end? This is getting ridiculous. Now it is getting ridiculous. It's a pain in the arse, to be honest. We're still in a bear market just now. When's it going to end? Who the hell knows? Do I see a prolonged bear market? No. I see this last dip. This might have been the last dip for Bitcoin. It might have been the last dip, or we might see kind of dipping down to about 6,000, and then after that I expect we're on the upward rise. We're going into bull territory after that. I don't see the naysayers are kind of saying, oh, it's going down to 4,000, it's going down to 2,000. I don't see that at all. Do not see that at all. I think there's a lot of institutional money coming in and institutional money kind of driving it down as well. That's just my conspiracy theory. But I see one last dip before we're going back up. This might have been it, but if I'm being honest, I don't think so. I still think we've got a dip to go before we shoot back up. So I'm happy holding. I'm happy for the long term for Bitcoin. I'm happy for the long term with all the other coins I've got, and I think we're going to be golden in a couple of months' time. I think it's all going to be looking good, and everybody's going to be exuberant again and happy and dancing in the streets and stuff like that. But yeah, I do believe in the crypto market. I just think we're kind of being driven down just now, and it's a pain in the arse, to be honest. But you can't get emotional. You can't get emotional when you're trading. You're going to have losses. You're going to have, say, your dollar value going down. But the thing to look at is look at your Bitcoin value. Because if you believe wholeheartedly that Bitcoin is going to go up in the long term, so it says 7,000 just now, if you think it's going to go to $50,000, are you happy holding all your coins, the Bitcoin value of your coins? I would be. I definitely would be. I'll be up massively if Bitcoin goes up to $50,000. So I don't hold Bitcoin just now. I hold one Bitcoin that will never sell. So I've got one Bitcoin that will never sell. But I'm happy holding just now. And I believe in the long term of the market. A lot of people are too short term thinking. It's brilliant when you're day trading. You have to kind of be that short term thinker. But when you've got coins for the long term, then think about the long term. Don't think in monetary value just now, financial value. Think about the Bitcoin value as well. And I think you're golden for the next year. I think 2018 is going to be the best year, although so far it's not looking like it. But I think 2018 is going to be the best year for crypto, especially when the big institutional money comes in and when they start doing the exchange traded funds. What are they going to buy? They're going to buy Ethereum, they're going to buy Bitcoin, and they're going to buy kind of Neo, the likes of Neo, Cardano, and the top 10 coins basically. They're going to start buying them. That's my thoughts, my biased opinion. I have to kind of always say that disclaimer. Paul Jones, hi Stephen, hi to you Paul. Just loaded up on another 50k Tron. Excellent, excellent. Paul Jones, I've been trading the bots a few days now. At the moment they are moving between 590 to 650 sats. Excellent. Be interesting to see your kind of strategy on that, Paul. Most have no idea that they can trade using the bots and making profits of 2% to 6% with no problem. Excellent. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear your kind of thoughts on that and what you do there, Paul, as well. James Langland, what bots are these for Binance? Scottish Bull, have you looked into Encash, mate? I haven't. I've still not looked into Encash because I've got coins for the long term and I'm just trading Tron. I don't like to trade too many coins, so I stopped trading kind of other coins. I was just too busy because I've got the business to run during the day, and that's why I say stop losses as well, because I'm not watching the markets too much. I watch the markets in the morning for a couple of hours, when I got up at 5 o'clock, seen it dropped drastically and got back in. But I've not got a lot of time to kind of watch the market, so this is a part-time gig for me, to be honest. Paul Jones, take a look at the 1 minute chart. You will see the same size candles. This is good indication of the bots at work. Be interesting to see that, Paul. Right, so I don't have much experience with the bots, to be honest. Paul, I know obviously the trade, but I don't have much experience with that at all, if I'm being really honest. Paul Jones saying, good one, Steve. I have to go for dinner, but hope to be back soon. Excellent, excellent. Thanks very much for jumping in, Paul. Really, really good to see you here. Do you guys rate Encash as a decent investment? A lot of people are saying Encash is a really good investment. I've seen a lot of YouTubers talking about Encash. Just like with any coin, you're going to get your naysayers as well. So you have to kind of look at the research. Where is Encash just now, actually? I've got on my favourites. Encash and BTC value. Oh, that's a 1 minute chart. We don't want that. We'll look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so it looks like it's consolidating just now. Got a consolidating pattern at the moment. What's the 1 day chart? A quick look. Obviously it's not. So the low is 376, high is 482. So it's consolidating just now. We'll look at a 2 hour chart. That's a kind of 2 hour chart for it. Yeah, it's definitely in a consolidation pattern just now. Just going along nicely up and down. $219 low. High when it first came out, but that's just, we just to kind of ignore that. And 543 high, so it's got a way to go. So chart wise it's looking okay. It just looks like it's consolidating just now. If you want to chat more about the bots, you can get me on Facebook. The image is a little white teardrop camper. Excellent, check that out, Paul. Thanks very much, mate. Managed to chat, Steve. I can help you with understanding the bots. Brilliant, yeah, because I have to be honest, and I'll always be honest with you, that I don't really can understand trading the bots, to be honest with. Mark is saying, just found your channel last night. Thank you for your work. Love the no-nonsense approach. Also love the Scots. Go up there to teach my yoga. Excellent. That's brilliant, Mark. I seen your kind of comment yesterday, so thanks very much for that, mate. I really appreciate it. Does a lot of people do yoga in Scotland? I know we're getting very spiritual up here in Scotland and doing the yoga side of it, or fitness oriented as well, spiritual fitness. Paul Jones, there's some great easy profits to be made with the help of the bots. Yeah, I'll need to check that out. Balzac, hi Stephen, made a decent increase in my Tron using the MA and MACD indicators yesterday. Seems to be sideways at the moment today, so waiting for the next dip below 600 sats. Yeah, it might dip below 600 sats, to be honest. It might definitely dip below that. If BTC price kind of goes down again, what we are just now, 635. So we've had 5 green candles in a row there in the last, that's for the 2 hourly chart. I like to trade on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, it's looking good, and there might be the 7 hour, 25 hour crossover as well, if it keeps kind of going the way it's going just now, which is cool. Scottish Bill, the price of NEO is so low it's unreal. I love NEO. In the future it will be 2-3. Yeah, I love NEO as well. I've kind of said that in kind of every video. Totally love NEO, like my Chinese coins, but love NEO, and I just love everything they're doing at NEO. What's the NEO price just now in dollar value? I think it's gone up to about $50 or something. NEO USDT, $53 is back up, so it's down as low as $48. And I actually thought about getting out of trading altogether, because as I said, I don't have the time. I've only got a couple of hours each morning to kind of trade, and maybe in the afternoon I can keep an eye on it as well. But I actually thought about coming out of trading altogether and just holding for the long term. And I thought NEO would be a good one, and maybe getting 1400, 1500 NEO and just keeping it in and just earning the gas on that. But I love trading Tron so much. It's just so good, and it's built up my kind of BTC position as well. So I'm still looking to get in big time on NEO, but just hold for the long term. Michael Foster, hi from Michael Foster, welcome to you, mate. Good to see you here. Mark is saying, enough. I love the way they enjoy the process of change. Yep. And they pull me up if I talk any bullshit. All right, okay, you're talking about the Scottish people, right? Yeah, Scottish people traditionally, they don't take any bullshit. They can spot a bullshit a mile away. That's why I don't bullshit on my channel. There's no point. You can spot a bullshit a mile away. We'll just be genuine, be open, be honest. I think that's the best way to be in life, as well as, especially on YouTube as well. I think definitely that is the best way to go, and that's the way I've found on my Facebook lives as well. My Facebook live for personal development and business as well. And the best way is just to be open and honest, no bullshit. Best approach in life and everything that you do as well. So yeah, the Scots don't take a lot of bullshit. Mark, you're quite right. Paul Jones, I hope you're around for a while, back soon. I probably won't be on for another maybe 10-15 minutes, depending on the kind of questions in that. We'll have another look at the markets. But yeah, another 10-15 minutes I'll be on, because I've got a business meeting again. So I need to jump and head soon. Michael Foster, how high do you think TRX will be by September 2018? September 2008, I don't know, to be honest. I can't really say, from being really honest, but I'm holding it for the long term, so I do expect it to be up back to the 2000 sats again, at least the 2000 sats again. And you can't put a dollar cost on that because it depends on the Bitcoin price at the time. But Bitcoin is back up to $20,000, and it's 2000 sats for kind of Tron. We're seeing 30 cents for that, going by the Bitcoin price, because the dollar value of Tron depends on the Bitcoin price, of course, because it's tied. But if Bitcoin price stays the same as just now and it goes up to 2000 sats, it doesn't matter. You've still got 3 times your increase as well, or 3 times your money there as well. How do I trade Tron to increase my position? Day trading, that's what I've been saying. In a bear market like it is just now, day trading is brilliant. What I'll do if you're day trading is just focus on one coin, get to know it well, get to know the team, get to know the coin, the ethos behind it, get to know all of that, and day trade it, and you can be comfortable day trading as well. I trade on the 1 hour chart. When the 7 day crosses the 25 day, or the 7 hour crosses the 25 hour, I will buy in. So it looks as if it's just about to cross in the next couple of hours. It'll probably cross. What's it doing on the 15-minute chart? It's probably crossed big time ages ago, to be honest. Yeah, it crossed. Oh Christ, we're still in Neo. Don't want that. So I was looking at the Neo chart there. Okay, so Tron crossed at 609 on the 15-minute chart. What's it looking like on the 1 hour chart? It's still down below, but it looks as if it's going to cross in the next couple of hours if we keep going the way we're going just now. It's 632 sats. Where is BTC price? Tried to jump up to 7,300, didn't make it, but that's on the upturn as well. But that could just do a big large downturn, to be honest, so don't know. What's the changes in the market? We can go to BTC. Who's the winners? Ontology. Yeah, Ontology is doing brilliant. It's doing absolutely amazing. It's tripled in price. Tripled in price. It's doing fantastic. IDO as well. It's doing good, up 14%. Look at the hour chart. SNT. Status Network is doing good as well. GXS shares. LTC has gone up as well. Litecoin's gone up. 15 million. Up to 17 million. EOS doing well. Qtum. I like Qtum. ADA. I think ADA's going to make a big move. Cardano's going to make a big move. I think that's ripe buying just now, and I did consider getting into that as well. Just keeping some Tron and getting out of the trading of Tron and going into ADA because it's so volatile just now. But I still love Tron. I still love trading Tron and keeping it for the long term. But I think Cardano's going to make a big move soon as well. On the 1 hour chart, we've crossed the 7 hour over the 25 hour, and it's actually crossed to 100 hour as well, which is a good indicator. What's it looking like on the day chart? It's not crossed over yet, but it looks good for a crossover in the next couple of days. I think Cardano's going to do really well, and I'd love to hold a lot of that long term as well. IOST is still making moves as well. You can't see on the day chart, but look at it in the 1 hour chart. Yeah, IOST is looking good as well. On the 1 hour chart, it's never really been affected by the the Bitcoin price. What I did, it was 369 down to 337. That's not a big drop, to be honest. So IOST is coming out with news in April. Somebody told me yesterday it's coming out with news in the 9th of April or something. Mark is saying agreed about the Scottish people. And Than, how would you compare the investment between LTC and BTC? Right now, I'd probably get into, well, either or, to be honest. Could you see Bitcoin price tripling from here in the next 9 months? Yep. Could you see Litecoin tripling? Yep. I could see that as well. I think Litecoin's another kind of $1,000 coin waiting to happen. I think it's only a matter of time before it goes up to $1,000. So now is, this is my advice, my biased opinion. I think Litecoin, what's the price just now? $123, was down 109. I think that's a steal, to be honest. Litecoin, would I choose Litecoin over Bitcoin? Yes, I would, to be honest. I would. I think it's got more potential for more gains. So Bitcoin goes up to $20,000. That's a 3 times gain, or just under 3 times gain. Litecoin going from $123. Could it go back? Could it go up to, I don't know, what was it before? Was the highest 315? I think it's going to get there quicker than Bitcoin. We'll get to $20,000. So I think it's going to outperform Bitcoin over the long term. I'm still a big fan of LTC despite bad press. Do you think it has a big future? I do. And to be honest, I know there's kind of bad press out there just now, and that's obviously why it's gone down. Kind of big time as well, but I still like Litecoin a lot. Kim Watson, I'm using TRX to increase my BTC value so I can buy in some Envion tokens. So that's my main aim before they start paying out dividends in the summer. Have you looked into EVN? I haven't looked into EVN, to be honest. I don't know where it's trading. I've not looked at EVN at all. As I said, this is a part-time gig for me, so I've got the coins I've got. I've got about 25 coins that hold long term, but I've not looked into Envion at all. Just came out on the 16th of February. $1.12. We shouldn't look at the kind of dollar value. So it's recently came out, yeah, so I don't know if I'm being really honest, Kevin, I don't know about Envion. Brad Linton, what do you prefer, why do you prefer the 1 hour chart? Well, the 1 hour chart, I think, is really good. If you look at the 15-minute chart, say if we go back into Tron, look at the 15-minute chart. Is that a Tron we're in? Yep. You can see it's kind of all over the place just now, although there's good indicators there and you can stay in kind of a while before it changes, but when it's a volatile market, it's kind of up and down and you're in and out all the time on the 15-minute chart. The 1 hour chart, not so much, and you get in early. So a lot of people do the day trade or do the day trading with the 1 day chart. I don't like that either because you miss a lot of the rises. So for example, here on the 1 hour chart, so there's a 421 when the 7 hour crossed the 25 hour. If we were to go to the day chart and see when it crossed over, so it's down, 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 down. And the day chart, it's saying it crossed over to 403 actually on the day chart, so you might have gotten earlier. But I just like the 1 hour chart because it's so you can get in and out quick with the 1 hour chart, and it's a much shorter time frame, and that's why I use the 7, 25 and 100 hour kind of moving average. So I just like that much better, and I've found more success with the hour chart as well rather than the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart. I don't like going in too much, and because of the time as well, to be honest, I don't have that much time to spend on kind of day trading. I think if I went full time, if I was sitting in front of the computer all day and went full time, I think it'd be really good. I think I'd be a really good trader actually, and making quite a bit of money. But it's not just all about the money, this is about the excitement for me. My business gives me excitement and the money as well. So that's why I hope I answer your question, Brad. Stephen Valley, just found your page today, best find in a while, top of the heap, keep it up. Oh, thanks Stephen, I really appreciate that, mate. It's brilliant that, because I think the subscribers have jumped up to about 1,300 subscribers as well, which is fantastic. I didn't expect this. I just thought I'm going to just do some videos, see what happens. and just put it out there. And because I'd love for everybody to get into crypto. That's what crypto is all about. It's about getting, as for the people. It's not for the governments, it's not for the freaking banks or anybody else, it's for the people, and that's why I'd love for everybody to get into crypto. And that's why I wrote the course as well, just for complete beginners, because a lot of people are asking the question, well, I know I've heard of Bitcoin, but I don't know how to get into it. I don't know how to start, not trading it, but start investing in it as well. So I'd love for more people to get into crypto, because it's for us before all the governments, people get in, the banks get in, the institutions get in, and they just completely take it and just ruin it for everybody. But that's why I kind of created the course as well. Mark Pollen, what max price to buy Tron right now? Difficult to say, because there's so much stuff kind of coming out. And what's that just now? 632. You might wait on the dip. If you're just getting into Tron just now, you might want to wait until maybe the 1st or 2nd of April, Easter weekend. I'd say the 2nd of April, see where Tron is on the 2nd of April. It might have shot up by then, but it might not have. I would just kind of, as a waiting game. If you're in it for the long term, you could buy now and hold just for the long term. If you're just day trading it, you kind of just have to look at the charts. Whatever is your favourite chart, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, or the 1 hour. It's just trading. But for the long term, I would just get in just now if you're going to keep in. But that's just my biased opinion. It's not financial advice, so just kind of do your own research and look into it first. But I don't see a huge amount of downside if you're in it for the long term from here. Scottish Bill, agree, spot on, doing your great job, mate, keep up. Thanks, mate. Honestly, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate when I get comments like that. What I expected on YouTube when I started this channel, I expected a lot of people saying, oh, you're a dick, man, you're an idiot, and you don't know what you're talking about and stuff like that, because that's what I see on so many other YouTuber channels. I thought, where do these people come from? And where do they get off just kind of slagging people like that? It's unbelievable. And that's what I expected on this channel as well. I was fully expecting that, but it's not happened. It's not happened at all. It's just been compliments so far, which is brilliant. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Shine is saying, hope it goes to 10 cents. That would be fantastic. If it goes to 10 cents, 10 cents from here would be about, what, 1300 sats or something. So that'd be amazing. Should I buy it? It's up to you. Mohammed, I can't really say if you should buy it or not, depending on your circumstances. If you've got the money to lose, always invest with money that you're prepared to lose. So if you put in $500 and you lost it, is it going to make a huge impact on your life? If it doesn't, then it's up to you if you want to invest it or not. Bolzak, even if the MA7 crosses the MA25, do you also wait for a certain amount of volume? I look at the volume just to make sure, but I usually just use the MA crossing and look at that and see what's happening there. And it has worked out well for me so far. So usually what I do, if I'm waiting on the crossing, so it's going to cross, if it keeps on going the way it's going just now, it's probably going to cross, I don't know, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, my time, in the next 5 or 6 hours. So I would wait in a green candle after the cross. So for here, for example, we'll just go to this one at 518. So there was kind of big, huge kind of spike there. So the cross came up here. So you're not going to get it in 518 because the price is way up here. That's somewhere where it's crossed. So I would kind of wait on confirmation, a confirmation candle. And that's for a green candle. That's probably not the best example. I'll give you another one on the 1 hour. So this was at 421, I think. So 421, we kind of crossed over there. The green candle went right through the kind of 25 day. That might be your indicator to get in. It just depends on how you trade. Or you might wait on this crossing over and the confirmation candle. So if we were going right back to this day on the 22nd, you wouldn't have seen that crossover. You'd probably seen it touching. So you don't know if it's actually crossing over. So you have to wait on confirmation candles after it. And so for me, I'd have probably got in about 440 or something, because that's when the confirmation candle would have been. But then you might have been spooked a little because you've seen 3 red candles after that. So you just have to make the call. So although we're seeing here it's crossing over at 421, on the actual day that that crossed over, you wouldn't have seen the crossover because it would just be touching, if that makes sense. So you'd have to wait on the kind of confirmation candles after that and get in maybe about 440 or something. But if you did, you kind of rode it all the way up to 600. You'd have been golden if you sold off about 600 psychological level, or sold at the crossover and downturn at 553. That's still a good profit. So that's why I do kind of waiting the confirmation candles. If I'm looking to get out for an exit, I would have sold up here, which I did at about 580. So we kind of have to look at that and play it by ear as well. Don't just go on what you're seeing on the charts as well. If it's spiked up big time, then take some profits. I'm all in or all out. If I'm being honest, that's the type of trader I am. A lot of people will just take some off the top and keep the rest. I'm not. I'm all in or all out, but I wouldn't suggest that for you if you're day trading. Where are we just now? We'll just go back. 633, yeah. Michael Foster, I stumbled on this channel a week ago. Thanks for the advice. Really find it helpful. Keep it up. Cheers, mate. Morning is King Vivero. Nathan Lewis, keeping up, man. Excellent. Good to see you, Nathan. Dylan Harry, contact for free course on how to enjoy a coin daily. We'll just kind of get rid of that. Remove. We don't want any of this kind of stuff on here. Okay, that's it for just now. So we'll go back to where is Tron just now. 634, looking good. Where is Bitcoin? 7203. Where is this dude? Selling off. Oh, that's 633. Yeah, they've still got 633 million. Where can we expect Tron at the weekend? Don't know, to be honest. It's a difficult one to call. I expect a dip, a slight dip, if Bitcoin takes a dip, but we need to see what Bitcoin does. And I've been saying all week that the Bitcoin, the Tron price is tied to the Bitcoin price as well. So 7202 in the USDT chart as well. That's the Tether chart. So just look at TRX, see what the buys and sells are on TRX. Tron, good support, well, relatively good support, and big sales coming in at 640. So up to 640 there's about 50, 60, 70 Bitcoin, 80 Bitcoin worth on the buy support. On the other side, not as much buy support, but I think that's the overall sentiment. Really what we're doing here is trading on sentiment as well, and that's what the crypto markets are about. If you can look at kind of sentiment trading and swing trading, then you'll have a better understanding of kind of mass market psychology and kind of stock market psychology as well, which is kind of applied to here as well. So yeah, it's all about kind of sentiment, and that's why I trade the 1 hour chart as well, because you can see a good sentiment in there. Samuel Ruffy is saying thank you, man. Thank you, Samuel. Appreciate that. Crypto Dread, yeah, I took your 7 and 25 crosses. It works really nice. It is. The simple strategies are the best. You're going to get stopped out a lot of the time if you put stop losses on, or you're going to see these in the 7 and 25 cross. You might see a lot of kind of crosses where you're in and out, but that's fine. That's fine. It's better to kind of trade, but with the 1 hour, that's why I like the 1 hour, because you've not got as many crosses. You might lose out on a couple of Satoshi instead of doing the 15-minute if you're day trading, but I prefer the 1 hour chart for that reason, because I don't have the time. So for example here, it crossed down at 563, then it went right back up again. So you might be in and out and quite quick when you see these crosses as well, but it's few and far between. Like this one, for example, you might have been out to 553 and thought shit, got back in at 559 and thought shit, go back out at 561. But it's fine. That's if you find you might lose a couple of kind of Tron if you're trading it this way, but on the whole, you're going to see the big dips and you're going to see the big rises as well on the hour chart as well. So it's good to be in and out as well. So I don't mind kind of being in and out like that. I'd rather do that than hold long term and kind of put stop losses on. And just trade to get more Tron, to be honest. Bozag, a lot of channels are all about hype and drama. You're calm and factual, and that's great. Oh, thanks, man. Second, Bozag, thank you very much. Chen Mon, will you be live at the testnet launch? TMR, no, I won't be live at the testnet launch. That's tomorrow, that's a Saturday. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow actually. Cannot believe how useful those lines are, and they were in front of me all the time. King Bibero. Same here. If I'm being really honest, what I was doing before, my strategy before was, okay, I'm going to research the coins, I'm going to research the team and look at the coins in depth and say, okay, is this a long-term hold? And if I thought it was a long-term hold and I thought it was a really good project, I had a use case scenario as well, I thought, okay, I'll buy it and hold it. So for example, 10x, I thought, brilliant, 10x is going to be great for the long term, I'm going to get into 10x. But look what happened, they kind of got the license kind of taken away from them. They went down, but I still think long term it's good. But if I traded instead of kind of getting in and holding long term, at the time I might have done much better, but it's just getting the time to trade. So I've got loads of kind of coins that are holding long term, but they're down big time just now. Let me just turn that off. They're all down big time just now, to be honest. But when I'm trading, when I've been trading Tron, I can get in, I can get more Bitcoin. So that's all good from doing that point of view. That was my old kind of strategy, and it still is to a degree, but trading Tron, I just get more BTC and I can double down or triple down on the coins that have gone down, which is good, and hold Tron at the same time. So love it, love it, love it, love it. Paul Jones, if you go to the 1 minute chart and zoom right out, you'll see more clearly the bots at work. So 1 minute chart, we'll just do this very quickly. Right, so Paul, question, how does this show me the bots at work? How does that prove that the bots at work on a 1 minute chart like this? So I don't quite understand your thinking there, Paul, if I'm being honest, because I don't know much about kind of bot trading at all. So make the candles smaller. See all the same size candles. I don't see the pattern there. I see what you mean about these, but how do we know that's not just normal trading? I don't understand why that is kind of bot trading, why that is a kind of evidence of bot trading. Are you on Binance? Yeah, I'm on Binance just now in the Coinage. So I guess I need to learn more about kind of bot trading. Paul's saying it's true, because sometimes they're all identical. Yeah, see, if I was looking at that, I wouldn't say, okay, that's bots. I know what you're saying here, kind of all identical as well. These kind of green and reds. Nah. So I guess I'm going to have to look more into it. King Bibero, not that one. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to look into more into bot trading. As I said, I don't have a lot of time. That's why I use the 1 hour chart and the kind of the crossovers, the 7 and 25. But it'd be interesting to know more about bot trading, so I'll look into that when I get time. But I'm going to leave it there just now. Lee Litecoin's just joined us. I've seen that before. That doesn't look like it. Right. Yeah, I'll learn more about that. But I'm going to go just now. Let you go just now. Have a brilliant Easter weekend and see what happens. Good luck if you're in Tron just now. See what happens with the testnet launch. I think they're going to announce something else along with the testnet launch, but we'll need to wait and see. But good luck if you're holding. Have a brilliant kind of Easter weekend and Easter Monday, and I will see you next time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.